propaganda and so on to keep a group small and to make them into slaves and servants. That's how we still behave. We still got that servant mentality. Biracial women or mixed women who are quick to disrespect black women and say, no, I'm a black woman and so on. I feel like that. Also, although she has a light white skin, doesn't look like a black woman at all. She looks mixed, biracial. They would never dare to go to a white woman on the internet, discuss, no, I see myself as white, being there with her curly hair and tan skin, telling a white woman, no, I'm a white woman. She would never dare. But they dare with us because they know there's a colorism problem and they know there will be worship based on them, on their proximity to whiteness. Subconscious anti-blackness black people have within them, especially black men. In their countries, how do they treat black women in their countries? How do they treat black women? And when you know how they treat you there, you know how you treat them. Because I don't see it. I know exactly how they treat us in their countries. So why would I help them here? Why would I help their communities here? Do they help black women? No, we are on our own. Oh, all right. I'm not gonna help you. Period. If I would be in your situation, would you be understanding? Or would you blame me, guilt trip me, and so on? Hello ladies, let's get straight into the video. I know it's a bit rude since I wasn't on this channel since a long time, but I want to keep it nice and short and get to the point, and at the end I can explain to you what I have been doing or in a separate video or down in the comments. I want to read something very important and very interesting to you, like on Instagram, I saw a comment. I don't know anymore under which post, but this comment is so important. I think many of us can relate to this, especially black women who grew up in like white countries, like countries where most people are white, and sometimes you have identity problems. But let's be honest, being black can be so exhausting, especially when you're a black woman. We're constantly being analyzed and scrutinized. If you're a pretty black woman who just happens to not be a stereotype, your appearance and behavior is constantly dissected and discussed. You're made to feel like you need to constantly justify who and what you are. It feels like there's so much at stake when it comes to making sure that black women never escape the box society has put us into. It's almost as if we're looked at like a threat the moment we realize that the color of our skin is not a personality type. Being your true self somehow has become a political statement. Wearing pink and ruffles is turned into a sign of anti-blackness. Our hair, our voices, our bodies are our hair, our voices, our bodies are weaponized against us. It is rough. But what my few short years on this planet has taught me is there's nothing more magical, captivating than a black woman who owns her beauty and chooses to define herself. Every woman out there, regardless of race, should never let society tell them who they are. Only you can define yourself. So I thought this would be a great introduction to this tough love video because I'm sick and tired. One motivation to do this video was I still constantly see on the social media comments, it don't matter which platform, black women caping for people who wouldn't cape for them, trying to or allowing non-black women to identify as black, and I've been discussing with y'all, I think I already made a video, why it is problematic for non-black women to take our identity and claim they're black women. To keep it short, and I already want to explain something, but you can also watch this other video, it's very popular on my channel. Anyways, a black woman or a black person means you have a black family, you have black grandparents, you have black parents, and everybody around the world, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, they can clearly say you are black, you have African ancestors, and when you walk around with your family, everyone is black. when you're already mixed, there's a difference in the treatment. When you're already mixed, you are confronted with maybe another mentality that comes from the person who makes your family mix, even if it's just one person who is, I don't know, mixed themselves, or they are Asian or they are white. Another cultural mentality, which also defines how you move in the world or how you are being raised, or in your appearance, or when you walk around, you have some white people in your family. There's a certain privilege when people see you with a white person. So I don't care. I know biracial people or mixed people can look fully black, and there's a difference when you walk around with your family who also have white people, and when you only have black people in your family and walk around with them, and so on. There are many aspects to this identity, but I would say for now, in my opinion, you are black when everybody calls you black without any doubt. It doesn't matter if you're in Africa, if you're in the States, if you're in Latin America, if you're in Europe, if you're in Australia. Everyone can say you are 100% black. It's about black experience means being treated like a black person, and I don't mean like when I say like a black person, I mean as if you are a black person, not because I had the experience. A Latin woman said in her family, she was the black woman in the family, although she's completely white. She has just some tan, but like her phenotype, her nose is small, her hair is straight, and so on. And she told me, yes, she was the black woman in the family. But I told her, I know a lot of black people like would call you black because of many psychological problems and the lack of self-respect, but you are not black. You are just not. And I taught her that, like, in a more polite way, but I wanted to make that clear. Don't take my identity. There's a huge difference in our appearances. I'm a black woman, and also in my life experience. You will never have that. So I don't care how colorist your community is, you're still not a black woman, and stop taking my identity. Take your own identity. Just say you have tan, and in your community they hate tan. Don't say, yeah, I was the black woman in the family. No, don't take my identity. You will never know how it is to be a black woman. So, like, it's so annoying. People cannot let go of us. And I love that comment so much. I love that comment so much because I was feeling like that too, or I am feeling like that pressure, and I'm so annoyed sometimes. But then I try to think it's such stupidity, when I don't understand things, I like to look at science, and I like to for example, with apes, you call them apes in English, right? Like human monkeys, we say in my language. And I think it's very, very non-intelligent, let's say it like this, to want to claim a superficial trait and try to make it a custom, try to make something out of it. And people want to they needed to put you into the box, and they're so confused when you are yourself. I think it shows again that we as humans that represent ourselves, how we present ourselves, being better than animals and so on, being superior. No, we are not, because we still choose to think in that way, in that superficial, stupid, non-intellectual way. And I'm sick and tired. And growing up in a white country, it's exhausting, but you need to let go. You cannot control that people choose to act stupid. So, but why is it tough love? Because like I said in the title, I believe when you don't respect yourself, you deserve everything you get. And I took the example of black women being wanting to allow everyone to say, yeah, I'm a black woman. No, you're not. And I don't care if black men and these preferences means non-black women with white skin who black men prefer, and because of the black male worship, we also want to prove that we are not jealous, that we are not bitter, because we're being gaslighted with that when we want to get respect from their preferences, you know? They do it on purpose because they know we worship them subconsciously. Also, in the socialization, that the single mom sometimes tends to cuddle the males and be tough on the females, you know? I mean, boys and girls, you know? The difference, and not only in the black culture, I've seen it in many other cultures, that some moms tend to cuddle the boys, but also fathers. Cuddle the boys and be tough on the girls, don't give them love. Like, it's so imbalanced, you know? And based on that, narcissistic personality can develop, you know. And I see, like I told in my other videos, I see there's a collective narcissism in this black community I'm no longer part of. I know I'm black and so on. It's not that I deny that I'm black, but don't want to be part of that mess. And by this point, with all the information we got, we see clearly that there are certain groups of people who actively attacked us. And just overall, I don't know any nationality, like nation or group of people who respect black women or support us, you know? And there are some groups of people who even actively attack us, you know, and treat us with disrespect. And my thing is to give myself respect. You know, when you respect yourself, why should you support people who would not support you? Why are we so kind to non-black women but tough to our own people, to black women? Why? You know? And I'm a person, I hate people equally. You know? I hate everyone. You know? No, besides black women. But why? Like, the world isn't fair. They're trying to put some morality or also abusing religion for certain propaganda and so on, to keep a group small and to make them into slaves and servants. That's how we still behave. We still got that servant mentality. What the hell? The only person you need to serve is yourself. And I want us to really have that mindset and also learn from other groups of women. I don't say be an entitled brat or a Karen, but learn from them. They don't play. Like these, for example, biracial women or mixed women who are quick to disrespect black women and say, no, I'm a black woman and so on. I feel like that. Also, although she has a light white skin, you know, doesn't look like a black woman at all. She looks mixed, biracial. You know, they would never dare to go to a white woman on the internet, discuss, no, I see myself as white, being there with her curly hair and tan skin, telling a white woman, no, I'm a white woman. She would never dare. But they dare with us because they know there's a colorism problem, and they know there will be worship based on them, on their proximity to whiteness. And that subconscious anti-blackness black people have within them, especially black men. And as soon as we, you know, detach ourselves from the black male worship, then start to self-reflect. And that's the point. Self-reflection is key and a lifetime necessity to get to know yourself. Because when you know yourself, you know and determine your worth. Because you are what you think you are, you decide your worth, and based on that, you can put your standards. And standards help you to set boundaries and to protect yourself. You know, first and foremost, be like, we as black women, we need to be selfish. Stop being there for everybody but yourself. Like I said, why are we so hard on dark-skinned women, on our own people, but with non-black women we are kind? We feel like inferior. Why the hell would you? You are what you think you are. When you say, yeah, when people feel entitled to take my identity, I can do the same. Let's be, you know, let's change the rules. And like, you will also get respected. Like, don't be afraid to be gaslighted or gaslit. Who cares what they say? Who cares what these preferences say? We are bitter. Okay, then I'm bitter. I'm bitter then. And you're stupid. Because why can't you go to a white woman and tell her you're a white woman with your curly hair? But with your white skin, you dare to tell me, yeah, I see myself as black because I have a black parent? Or even only a black uh, grandparent so I can say the N-word? Like, what the hell? You know, ladies, I'm just tired of black women being black male worshippers, escaping for colorist, racist people who clearly have something against us, people who clearly don't care about our plight as a black woman. Like the comment I just read to you really summed up in a very good, you know, like we need to stop being people pleasers. I know it's hard to reprogram your mentality, but it's worth it. And how you can start is to of course self-reflection, write your thoughts down and so on, like journal, and do the inner child work. I'm reading a book. I'm currently, I don't know if there's an English translation. If I see there's an English translation, I will put the link in the description and maybe in the comments too. It's about inner child work, and that when you do that inner child work and heal your wounded inner child and also know you're healthy, because that in psychology, or the author who's a psychologist, a therapist, she says there are two children, like within us, the ones with good experiences, like represents the good experiences, the healthy child, and the autonomy you have as an adult to create your dream life or create experiences on your own that are good for you, have the control. And also the wounded child, and we need to learn to heal the wounded child. But I don't want to make this video too long. I hope this book is also available in English. Anyways, there was some tough love. I wasn't even cursing, but I'm sick and tired. Please spread the message, ladies. And like you deserve what you accept. We can no longer accept the treatment. And the thing is, when you put off social media, when you put off your smartphone, when you turn it off, you don't see any of that. And when you're outside, also of course be careful, safety and so on, you don't have to accept that people want to take your identity. What the hell? And you don't let people guilt or shame you, because I always think, if I would be in their position and I needed help, would they help me? And also in their countries, how do they treat black women in their countries? How do they treat black women? And when you know how they treat you there, you know how you treat them. Because I don't see it. I don't see it. There are many, in the country I live in, there are many ethnicities, and I know exactly how they treat us in their countries. So why would I help them here? Why would I help their communities here? Do they help like women? No, we are on our own. Oh, all right. I'm not gonna help you. Period. If I would be in your situation, would you be understanding, or would you blame me, guilt trip me, and so on? Be selfish. Be selfish. Put yourself first if you have children and pets, and they also need to be first, you know? But others, only if you're in the position, if you want to and have the energy, then help others when at first your needs are met and the needs of when you have them, children and pets. That's all you got to know in life. Don't make your life too complicated. Don't load so much. We are not responsible for everyone. But I'm gonna make another video about that would be the next video. Why do black women feel responsible for biracial women? So I can dig into this deeper. But that's it. The video, when you don't respect yourself, you deserve everything you get. And also, we cannot save everyone. There will always be enough, unfortunately, black women who gonna choose to stay delusional for several reasons, several psychological reasons. We can only hope, but when someone doesn't want to get help, leave them alone. We can only spread the message, and by how we move, we can be an example, but that's all we can do. You cannot force anyone. So ladies, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share. Subscribe to my channel, comment down below. I'm curious, what do you think? I'm just tired of all of that, and I'm gonna keep going, doing some videos. If you have video ideas, comment them below too. And I'm sorry that I've been absent. I didn't expect that I would upload another video, so it's surprising for me too. And I would just say, without making too much promises, and it also depends on how engaging y'all are. So like I said, engage with me through the comments, like, subscribe, and share. I would say see you next time. Thank you so much for listening. I love y'all. Stay safe.
Oh my God. Imagine someone sitting home mumbling and cackling instead of paying their motherfucking bills.
Okay?
Y'all mumbling and cackling? Y'all sending group text messages about the motherfucking queen while the queen is in the motherfucking stew? While the queen is building her fucking empire bigger and better than before? I need you peasants! I need you fucking peasants!
He's on a roll.
You fucking peasants! Pick my fucking fruit out, ho!
Which one?
What the fuck you laughing at? Broke people should never laugh!